So guys, since Christmas is just around the corner, I thought it's the perfect time to share with you a top list of Christmassy perfumes that smell just like Christmas does. So in case you're looking for some inspiration and perfumes that have Christmas spirit in them, make sure to keep on watching this video, which is probably the longest and most informative that I've ever filmed on this topic. So don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up if you're excited, and definitely subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time. And once you're done with that, we can get started. Hello and welcome everyone to the holiday video number 1. I put on a festive jumper, I have a new hairstyle, and I'm ready for the Christmas aromas. In case you're looking for some perfumes that would set up a holiday mood, I hope that this video is going to be helpful for you. But I'm very curious, with which type of scent do you associate Christmas? Please comment down below, and I'm getting started with something classy, a Christmas tree. And one of my personal biggest favorites for Christmas time would be bestseller from Byredo, Gypsy Water. And this is a very nice scent with notes of juniper, lemon, bergamot and pepper. So in the opening it is very fresh, it is slightly citrusy, and it has a little bit of this sappiness going on, right? Also with notes of pine needles. It has a slight aroma of the Christmas tree, and that will definitely remind you of festive family moments when in the childhood you decorated the Christmas tree with the entire family. So in the base there are soft woods with vanilla, so it's a very comfortable, very easygoing, very mass appealing fragrance, in fact, that can be worn by men and women, and you cannot go wrong with it. So in case you're looking for an easy mood and something very attractive, also with a Christmas inspiration, I would recommend Gypsy Water, because it's a bestseller for a reason, and I personally like to wear it for the winter holidays. And if you have it, please let me know what do you think about it. So that was rather like a very perfumey take on the Christmas tree. Now if you want a little bit more of a realistic fragrance, I would recommend you Oriza from the historical French brand Oriza L, Legrand, because this one has more complexity to it and it is completely different than the previous one, because although in here we also have the note of pine tree, it smells more foresty and actually more spiritual, because there is note of incense in there and aldehydes, and they smell very clean and crisp, so it has this fresh wintry aroma to it. Plus there are some balms like alamy, benzoin, spices, leather note, musk. So it definitely reminds me of winter when it's snowy, and it is definitely, you know, like the biggest miracle when you wake up on the Christmas and it's white outside. So just in case you would like to smell almost like snow, but also with this nice incense in the background, clean incense, I would definitely recommend you this fragrance. And from the Christmas tree we'll smoothly transition into the snowy and wintry setup outside. And although snow is rather like this imaginary note in perfumery, I've already shared with you perfumes that have this note or this vibe going on. Last year when it was snowing, it was literally like for 2 days, and I was like, we need to go and film this video in different locations. So in case you would like more information on snow, please check out that video. But it's not the easiest note to find in perfumery, because perfumers need to come up with a chord that would imitate the scent of snow. And by the way, please let me know if you find snow has a scent or not. So let me know that. I personally feel it smells clean and crisp and very fresh and ozonic. And this fragrance Neige, probably that not many of you have heard of, because it's from the indie house based in Russia, Esquisse Parfum, has this very, how should I say, you know, open window type of scent. When you open the window and fresh, clean air comes in. So there are aldehydes, there are some citruses, there are very clean floral elements going on, balsam fir, some galbanum, so olibanum also pushes this more of an atmospheric vibe. And yeah, just wanted to throw it in there for those who love snowy weather like I do, but only on Christmas. And you know guys, although I've already filmed a few videos that would be similar to this one, this is probably the most informative with the most recommendations that I've ever made. And I know that some of these fragrances are rather, you know, extravagant and you cannot find them easily. So I wanted to share with you more accessible fragrances if I can. And for snow, I actually found out that you could perfectly go with Versace's Bright Crystal that I surely associate with the winter in general, probably because when it came out, both my cousin and my best friend got it at the same time as a Christmas gift. And please let me know if you still wear it, because I feel like it's still a signature scent for so many women. So I definitely associate it with winter time, and it's just so classy, so fresh. It smells like icy flowers and you cannot go wrong with it because it is long lasting, and it has this icy wintry element in it. So if you want to be an ice queen, here you go. But let's move from this cool and chilly mood to something delicious and warm and talk about Christmas bakery, Christmas pudding, Christmas cookies. Oh my god, you guys, I still don't have the kitchen furniture, so I probably won't bake this year. But if you have a nice Christmas recipe for something delicious, please feel free to share it down below in the commentary section. But if you're not the biggest fan, you know, of baking stuff and cooking, you can always, you know, spray some perfume in your house, and that will create an impression that you've been sitting in there in the kitchen and yeah, creating something delicious. But anyway, instead of spending your time on that, you can spend your money on something that would smell similar like that, and just get Vanilla Diorama from the exclusive range of Christian Dior, which is definitely not the most affordable perfume. It is actually pretty expensive, but it was love at first sniff for me, and in my opinion, it is worth the money because it opens with this pop of orange. And in the first moment it's delicious and yummy, but then it's quite a complex scent of expensive bakery. In there we have cacao pods, we have rum, we have cardamom, vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli. We have all delicious things, and although it smells very gourmand, it smells also expensive, and this alcohol-y note is so subtle, but I'm telling you, it is addictive, so addictive that when I sprayed it for the first time, I went out and came back and got it. And this is my first ever Christian Dior exclusive fragrance that costed me not a fortune, but a lot of money, let's say that, and I am a big fan of it, and it is very wearable, just in case you love gourmands and you would like something with Christmas vibe, because it just smells like bakery, but very expensive bakery. It smells rather like, you know, a bakery perfume, or you've sprayed yourself with something and went and I don't know, I don't care, I love it. So for me, one of the most delicious bakery during the Christmas time is definitely gingerbread, and this cookie is delicious. I will eat it after the video, but I want to talk about gingerbread in perfumes because it's just like the perfect holiday note ever. Please let me know if you have a perfume with ginger scent in your collection. I actually do, and it is from the brand Poesie that is based in the United States and is called Plaid Shirt, with notes of lemon, musk, gingerbread, sandalwood and Durbano. It smells polarizing. So on the one side it's musky, fluffy, lemony and just beautiful, and on the other side it has this thick and creamy and delicious note of gingerbread that I don't know who can resist, especially during the Christmas time. So it is very atmospheric, and I would definitely recommend you guys to check it out if it is not discontinued. But yeah, with that being said, let's stay in this delicious category and talk about booze, because I feel like we can drink cocktails and different boozy drinks during the Christmas time because we are staying in and just enjoying ourselves. So please let me know your favorite drink during the Christmas time. For me, it is surely Glühwein, which is hot red wine that is cooked with many different spices. And I'm not kidding you guys, I found the fragrance that smells just like this drink that we drink outside while at the Christmas markets, and it's Kayali's Invite Only Amber, which I'm so happy about because I got it and it just satisfies me on different levels. So first of all, there is sour cherry in there is tobacco, there is honey, so it is kind of like this golden, slightly smoky, a very cinnamony fragrance indeed, because spicy accord is pretty outstanding in here, and probably that's why it reminds me of Glühwein so much, because we have some cinnamon going on in there too. But in here is also oud, vanilla, amber, different gorgeous notes, and it smells expensive, it smells like niche perfume, and at the same time as Glühwein, and of course boozy. And you know that I love alcoholic elements in perfumery, so if you do too, you can get it, and honestly you will smell like yeah, not like you're drunk, but like you are there to party. So shout out to another Poesie perfume, which is called a Gentileschi, with notes of limoncello, vanilla bean, fig, red wine, cedar, incense, and musk. I feel like it's perfect for the Christmas time. And in case you are a fan of very unique perfumes that might be even a little bit challenging for some, I would recommend you Lapis Philosophorum from Olivier Durbano, which might be harder to get, but oh my god, this is almost like a bitter smoke booze with red wine, truffle, rum, olibano, myrrh, apopanax, juniper, grapefruit, mint. There is so much going on, and I'm telling you, it's almost like very dark and smoky. So if in case you like booze, and you like darkness, and you like bitterness, and you like to provoke with your perfume, you might want to check it out, because all of your Durbano perfumes are inspired by different gemstones, and I have reviews on all of them, so it's a very interesting line to check out, you guys. But since I want to give you some more accessible recommendations, I would definitely recommend you to check out Opium by Saint Laurent, because for me this is definitely the scent of church and Glühwein combined together, and probably that is not the best place to drink some alcohol. But hey, in case you love myrrh, and in case you like plum, and in case you like alcohol and Glühwein in particular, this is so strong, this projects so well. And for me, it's just a go-to perfume when it's winter, when it's cold, because it's warm, it is warm, it's like being warmed up and ready to go to the church. So in case you are that type of person, then I think you might actually enjoy this legendary fragrance, guys, a legendary. But yeah, anyway, church, right? I heard church. Who did too? Anyway, where is my intensely incensey fragrance that I'm always afraid to drop? The big bottle of gorgeous Purpura by TIZIANA TERENZI. This stuff is so strong, you guys. Don't overspray, otherwise you will overwhelm. But if you love rose and you love incense, and you would like them to merge and just create the most beautiful scent, that would be it. In fact, there are also some cloves and cinnamon, so in the opening it is pretty spicy, and for me those are top spicy notes that I associate with Christmas time. Please let me know how about you, maybe as you have something else on your mind. But anyway, other than that, there is raspberry, and it brings in a little bit of a powdery twist, but it doesn't fully turn it into the powdery direction. So there is rose, it is very noticeable. It is a spicy, it is a cool type of rose. This is a spicy but rather cool type of fragrance, okay? And there is a lot of incense, so if you will be going to church on Christmas, I would recommend you to wear something like this, because there is also myrrh and chestnut, and I believe some people compare it to Portrait of a Lady, so that might be something else you could rock on Christmas. But if not, and you would like Purpura, and it's a beautiful, strong unisex perfume, I would recommend you to check it out from So Avant-Garde, because I have a coupon code with which you can shop perfumes on their online shop. And if you're looking for some Christmas gifts, whether for someone you love or for yourself, that's a perfect place to go. And you know, guys, today I probably have the smoothest transitions ever from one category into another, because let's go from the church to chestnut. So in Purpura there is chestnut, and I don't know what it is doing in there, but I definitely can recommend you the best chestnutty fragrance I've ever smelled. And I feel like this is an old-fashioned aroma of Christmas when you go outside and you smell this beautiful roasted chestnut out there that you grab home and then enjoy over the cup of hot chocolate that we will talk about in a second. But first, let's talk about chestnut. And are you ready for the best gourmand that you could wear this holiday season. Anyway, long story short, it's Madeline from the brand Musk Milano. And guys, there is whipped cream, and it is really whipped, and it is really creamy, chestnut, and it is really chestnutty, like really chestnut. It is really roasted in here. Cumin, tuberose, cypress, geranium, and lots of vanillic milk. And this milkiness is super creamy, and the whole fragrance is definitely lactonic. So if you like milkiness, lactonic, and creamy vibe in your perfume, and you would like even something a little bit smoky and chestnutty, guys, I sprayed all these fragrances on myself right before filming this video and just during filming it, and I don't want to spray it once again because I can still smell it so much. So it is very, very noticeable. The sillage is amazing. Honestly, if you will get it, you will be so happy during the Christmas time because, as we all know, gourmands are mood enchanters. But if you thought that that is the only chestnut recommendation, wrong. Okay, let's talk about not as roasted, rather luminous. And this is an exclusive fragrance from Bottega Veneta called Azalea, and in here we have tangerine, which still goes well with the vibe of Christmas because there is this orangey sparkle in the opening, and then it is very luminous, as I've said. So chestnut in here is not as roasted, yet it creates a very blurry woodiness in the background, which I really like. So there is a very nice orange blossom with almost like a fizzy and fluffy peach, so I'm a big fan of it. It smells familiar and very nice, so in case you have a lot of money and you want to splurge, you can do it on this one, because if chestnut is what you are looking for, you can find it in here. It's hidden though, but where it's not hidden is perfume that has been on my wish list. I want even to drop this video because I didn't have it for it, and then I was like, hey Yana, maybe you just mentioned that it's your Christmas dream, and some people who are feeling generous can donate on Buy Me Coffee website, so I can buy my Dreamy Noir Esquisse by the brand L'artisan Parfumeur because it is delicious with note of chestnut, maple syrup, tonka, vanilla, powdery woods. It is all I could dream about for the Christmas time in terms of perfumes. And let's move from chestnut to the category of open fire. I don't know if you've ever made bonfire outside where you burn some things and then, you know, like maybe marshmallows or stuff. Let me know, guys, what are you doing on Christmas and how do you celebrate? But I feel like there is something very atmospheric and kind of like forbidden and mysterious about the scent of open fire. And probably number one perfume that many associate with it would be By the Fireplace from Maison Margiela, and although I don't have it, I really enjoy it on people, on myself. There are cloves, so once again goes well with Christmas, a little bit of the spiciness, chestnuts, vanilla, so it's like not sweet woody vanilla with juniper, and it is amazing. But although I don't have it, I still like the scent of a good open fire, but not too bitter, and for that works Lune Féline, which is also a very well-loved fragrance from Atelier des Ors in this very beautiful bottle, and I feel like this is just a hint softer and nicer than By the Fireplace, so whether you have this or that, they are perfect in here. We have like this very expansive, spicy, cardamom-y woodiness, and it's not like a full-on open fire and smoke and stuff like that. It still smells perfumey, but you know, with an atmospheric and very inviting and cozy and very nice vibe, actually. Let me know if you have this one. And although we've already spoken about spices, I just want to talk about cinnamon once again in particular, because for me this is number one spice for the holiday season, and I've discovered this perfume Midnight Jasmine by Pearlescent Perfumes a few months ago, and although it was perfect for Halloween as well, I could not wait to wear it for the Christmas time. So this is a cinnamon balm, but it is with jasmine, so it's kind of like an aphrodisiac with plum, with honey. It smells a little bit boozy too, and I'm telling you, it is strong. If you are gonna visit your family or friends during the Christmas time and you want to spray on a fragrance and you want it to stay on all day or night or even for fewer days, guys, this is not a joke. This is super strong, and if you love cinnamon and you like honey and you like fruits, like maybe dry fruits and also booze, like there's so much in one perfume, you cannot go wrong with it. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely associate citruses with Christmas time, oranges, and in particular mandarins, because in Ukraine we have mandarins laying in our houses all around winter time, and we eat them like crazy, and of course on Christmas. So for this category I always mention Orange Bitters by Jo Malone because it's like a classic. You cannot go wrong with it. It smells like Christmas in a bottle, very citrusy, very nice, not too complicated, quite simple but very enjoyable. And for me, being not a fan of citrusy perfumes, I adore it because it just smells like Christmas and nothing else to me, and it is very easy to wear it. But although I love it, I mention it like every year, so I wanted to give you another recommendation, and that would be Mandarino di Sicilia by Paris Monte Carlo, brand that you know I'm obsessed with this year. They have a fabulous sandalwood perfume, another gorgeous Elaine fragrance, and this is quite a different type of citrus than Orange Bitters that smells sort of like the mandarin or orange peel. This one has more of a florality and luminosity to it, so in case you don't want to smell very realistically of oranges, but you would like to have this nice citrus vibe going on, I would definitely recommend you to check it out. And if you have a nice recommendation for this category, I would really appreciate it because every year I go for my Orange Bitters, and honestly, sometimes it's nice to stay close to your roots. Is it what I'm trying to say? Finally, the last but not least category, chocolate. If you thought I will leave you without cacao, you don't know me well. Okay, I love chocolate and I have two perfumes to talk about. One of them is Lavender and Wool, award-winning perfume by Linda Lundenberg, and this is a very textural perfume because it's about wool, which is the warmest fabric ever. So in here we have Virginian cedar, we have black pepper, we have cardamom, so it is slightly spicy, and there's also lavender with chocolate with milk, so it's kind of like being wrapped into a very warm woolen blanket, maybe like reading something and sipping on dark hot chocolate with lavender in there. Oh, so delicious, so atmospheric, very warm, very enveloping, very cozy, grounding, amazing scent by a very talented perfumer. And in case you want to meet her, I have a very nice live chat on my Instagram where you can check out a really cool chat with her. I have another chocolate treat for you guys, and I actually got it as a Christmas present for myself a few years ago, and I'm talking about Over the Chocolate Shop by 4160 Tuesdays. And actually before filming this video I sprayed on Benny, and he was like, "Ooh, this is not bad," and I was like, "Of course, it's really good." And he was like, "No, really?" And just starting pulling out old chocolates, comparing it to them because it smells so realistically of chocolate, and that's because in here we have real chocolate, so it is quite expensive and it is really rich, and you definitely can smell the difference because there is also coffee and hazelnut and vanilla, so it is very deep and nice scent of chocolate. So in case you like it and you would like to have a nice fragrance with it, I would recommend you to check out my entire top list dedicated to this note because I love it in perfumes, especially for the Christmas time. And you guys, that completed this super long video, and I hope that you enjoyed watching and could learn something new and interesting from it. So I would like to know which of the mentioned perfumes sounded most interesting to you and what is your most favorite category, whether from the mentioned ones or your personal. And if you had fun today and I could create a Christmas mood for you with all these delicious fragrances, then please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up because it really helps to grow my channel. And if you could subscribe to it, I would really appreciate that as well. And make sure to stay tuned for the second Christmas themed video, which is going to be in a different style. And if you don't want to miss it, then make sure to activate the bell so you will be notified when I post something new. And of course, if you have any requests or ideas for future content, I love to hear from you guys, so your feedback is highly appreciated. If you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. Please make sure to check out the description box for more helpful information, and please let me know anything you want. What do you find about my hair? Was that enough of a change or not? And what are you gonna wear this Christmas? I'm excited to hear from you. Please have a nice day. I hope that you're doing well, guys, and make sure to stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye.